Friends, welcome to my new series called Let's Talk Controversial. In every video of this series, I will talk about a topic from a controversial point of view. There are many topics, but today I will talk about today's education system. I don't know how the education systems of other countries are, but I have come to know better how the education system of our country is. Friends, the work of education is to develop a skill set in children in a particular field. The use of this skill set is to get a good income for the child when he grows up. There are two factors in a skill set which determine how strong the skill set is. Those two are quantity and quality of skill set. To understand these two factors, we will use an analogy called a world tour. A world tour means traveling around the world. We have two options. The first option is quantity oriented, in which we will visit most of the countries but only by flying in an aeroplane. Here we will see the countries only from the window of the airplane. Now let's talk about the second option, which is quality oriented. In this option, instead of seeing through the window of the aeroplane, we will see by staying on the ground and roaming the streets. Here, the enjoyment factor in any world tour is not based only on quantity oriented tours or quality oriented tours, but on the combination of both. The more the combination, the more the enjoyment factor of the world tour will increase. Now, let's come back to skill set. Just like the enjoyment factor of the world tour, the strength factor of any skill set is not only on its quantity or only its quality, but on the combination of both. Today, our education system focuses only on the quantity factor of skill set and not on the quantity quality combination factor. Today's employment market demands the value of that quantity quality combination factor of the skill set. Now we will talk about how to increase the quantity quality combination value of a skill set. A child's high IQ and hard work are very important foundations for increasing the quantity quality combination value. IQ is not in the hands of the child, but hard work is in the hands of the child. If we talk about school and college, a student studies in two stages. The first stage is what I call the learning stage. In this stage, the student takes full advantage of the unlimited time. This stage usually starts at the start of the term. In this stage, the student understands and explores through a mechanism called thinking. This stage is the stage in which the student tries to increase the quantity quality combination value of his skill set to the maximum. But the worrying thing is that the skill set that develops in this stage is very volatile. To nullify this volatility of skill set, there is a second stage which I call the cementing stage. The job of this stage is to ensure that the quality quantity combination value of skill set which the student has increased through the hard work and interest in the learning stage is not lost due to volatility. Both these stages are compulsory and it is important that they are done in the order mentioned. A student can complete both these stages in two ways. The first method it is in the one go method. In this one go method, a student of any term does not enter the cementing stage until he has achieved the maximum quantity quality combination value of his current term. For example, in this method, a student studying in class 5 does not enter the cementing stage until he has understood the whole book. The second method is progressive cementing. In this method, a student of any term enters the cementing stage after a little progress in quantity quality combination value. For example, a student studying in the fifth class enters the cementing stage immediately after fully understanding a chapter of the book and increasing his quantity quality combination value to the maximum of that point. That student repeats the process for the rest of his chapters. Today, the motive of every education institute has become to achieve the number one status in the market by any means necessary. Due to this, their aim is to get good marks for the children, not to increase the quantity quality combination value of their skill set. Getting more marks is a good thing because generally academic scores are completely dependent on the quantity quality combination value of the skill set of the student. But today's self interest oriented education institutes have made a discovery of education in which the student scores very high, but that score does not in any way reflect the quantity quality combination value of his skill set, due to which children score well in schools and colleges but are unable to perform well in the employment sector due to the low quantity quality combination value of their skill set. I would like the lost relationship and the linkage between the academic scores of children and the quantity quality combination value of the skill set to be restored. So, that was my controversial talk or a rant video, you could say, on today's education system. And like always, I will see you guys on the next episode of the series. Until then, bye bye and take care.